everyone, and welcome back to what I think might be our best bite-sized craft yet, because today we're going to be making a nativity scene that you can eat. Before I get started with that though, I wanted to show you this photograph of Zara, who completed her angel craft from a couple of weeks ago. If you've been taking part in our craft challenges and you've been enjoying them, then we would love you to get in touch and share a photograph of you doing your craft and having fun, and we'll be able to share it as part of these bite-sized videos. So if you'd like to get in touch, you can send your photo to Carol Agnew or anyone else at the living room. Okay, I know you're desperate to find out how we make this incredible nativity scene, so I think it's time that we got started. As well as your sweet pack, you will also need a board or a plate to make your nativity on, and a small bowl to pop in the microwave with some sweets. We're going to start by unwrapping the frutella and putting them in the microwave in the bowl for about 5 to 10 seconds until they're tacky enough that they can be moulded. Then you're going to use 2 of the frutella and mould them into shoulder shapes for Mary and Joseph, and pop them on top of a fruit pastel base. Next, take another frutella and split it in half and roll each half into a ball. This will make the heads for our nativity characters. Doesn't matter if you don't have a pink one, you can use whichever colour sweet you have. Take another frutella and mould it into 2 more balls. This will be the head for our shepherd and our angel. To make the shepherd, place 2 fruit pastels on top of each other and put half of a cocktail stick through the middle, and then attach the frutella head on top. Please be very careful and remember which sweet you have put the cocktail stick in before you eat any of them. To make the headdresses, you will need your packet of fruit winders, and we're going to start with Mary's headdress. Take a strip of fruit winder and wrap it over and around Mary's head in front of her face, almost as if it's a shawl or a headscarf. If she's got space at the back of her head, you can cover that with extra fruit winder. For Joseph and the shepherd, take the fruit winder and place it over the head like this, pointing the ends outwards. You should be able to mould your fruit winder however you like until you get something that looks the way you want it to. To make the shape, you'll need one of your marshmallows, and you're going to squish and mould your marshmallow until some of the air comes out and you're able to shape it into something that looks a little bit like a body and a narrower point at the end to make a head. Next, use a cocktail stick to poke 4 holes into the base of your marshmallow, which will help you insert the leg pieces. Take one of your matchmakers and break a piece off the end to make a staff for Joseph, and then split the final piece into 4 equal sections. Take each section and poke 1 piece into each of the holes that you made on your marshmallow to make the legs. You might need to squish your marshmallow round the legs a little bit to help them stay in place. Then check that you're happy with the shape of your body and the head, and place the sheep next to the shepherd. You can then place the staff next to Joseph. Use your candy cane next to the shepherd to make the shepherd's crook. For the stable and manger, you'll need your packet of biscuits. Take each biscuit and very carefully break off the circular end so that you're left with a rough rectangular shape. You will need 3 rectangular pieces altogether. Once you've got your rectangular pieces, use the 2 smaller ones and check to make sure they are roughly an equal height. If they're not, break one of them down to make sure that they are both about the same size. Then warm up some more of the frutella in the microwave, and you're going to use this as glue to help stick the base of the biscuit to your plate or your board to make the walls of the stable. Your frutella should be pretty mouldable, and if it gets too hard, simply pop it back into the microwave for 5 seconds. Once you've secured the walls of your stable to your base, carefully place the roof across the top. To make the angel, you'll need the head that we made earlier, a marshmallow and some of the pieces of broken biscuit. Tear the marshmallow in 2 and mould 1/2 into a rough triangular body shape. Then break the pieces of biscuit in 2 to create 2 small wings and stick them into the sides of the marshmallow. You might need to squeeze the marshmallow around the biscuits so that they fit. To secure the head, you'll need to use half of a cocktail stick placed through the marshmallow and into the Frutella head. Again, please be careful and remember that you've put a cocktail stick in there before you eat the angel. Once you've finished your angel, you can carefully balance it on top of the stable. To make the manger, you'll need to make a small rectangle with a leftover piece of biscuit, and then use any leftover Frutella that you have to try and attach two of the curvy biscuit sections at an angle like this. You might find that you'll need to use some of your fruit winder to act as extra glue to help it stick. Once you're happy that you've made your manger shape, you can pop your jelly baby Jesus into the manger and put him into place. To finish your nativity, simply crumble any leftover pieces of biscuits that you have across your board so that it looks a little bit like straw on the floor of the stable. And that's it, you have finished your nativity. Well done if you have managed to do that. That was a really tricky craft today, but you have to admit it looks pretty amazing.